Okay, so I bought this selfie stick and it totally sucks. It doesn't work for my phone, and I'm pretty sure I can't figure out this selfie stick tripod thing. Anyway, I'm going to return it. I'm 42. I cannot figure these things out. But I was going to try to start using a selfie stick. But regardless, I was just thinking about a variety of things. A is I'm having to take time off my hustle to make ends meet to work on this. But I have to do something, right? And obviously my life just completely, dog drool, my life just completely consists of everything that's happened to me from leaving my ex, and trying to get my kids back, and trying to make ends meet. But I was just talking to a friend and just thinking where I was this time last year, and that was living in a one-room apartment in Irwin. Things way worse custody-wise with my kids. No money and no heat, no full-size fridge. I was using the front porch to store my milk or whatever in the winter. But times have changed and I'm moving on with my life. But that means, it really just means the same thing, but I have a better lifestyle now as far as I am more financially secure, not secure, but stable, paying my bills. But then I have to take off time work to deal with this stuff, which can also be used as a civil lawsuit. All the work I've missed and the jobs that I cannot get as an educated person who could be a great asset to many employers because of these criminal charges. And I have to do my videos. I have to do them because this is an absurd, unheard of situation, and I have to log what's happening. I cannot. This is part of my court case. I'm hoping to get the message out. Maybe somebody will hear and be able to help me. If shit hits the fan and someone breaks in here and kills me one night, over all of this never-ending shit and harassment, then you can watch my videos and see what led up to this. But I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky to be where I am today. Life is fine, but I need my kids. And so when you rip children away from their mother for absolutely no reason other than to sick the criminal courts on me and put me in a jail cell for, again, no reason, I have to document this. There's just no how that I could not. But I can't, there's like no moving on, like, because they have me stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's just survive. And then, I gotta get my stuff and priorities here. What I have to do next, what's most important, what do I have time for? I need to clean my house. I need to do my laundry. These things are catching up with me. I need to take care of myself. I need to make money. But I'm dealing with all this stuff and for absolutely no good reason. If anything, I don't want to see Gino in jail, but if anything, he should be the one in jail for doing all of these horrible things to me and to his children, and never stopping. But regardless, here we are. I have to make some decisions. I got to see what time frames I have to work with here. I'll figure it out. But one thing I was thinking as far as what to do and what not to do, what to wear in court, what not to wear in court, I have all kinds of things out. And motions. I was thinking, like, when I first started filing my motions on my own, which after I was punched in the head, I had no choice but to file an emergency motion, which obviously backfired, as everything does on me in this courtroom. But I first filed my first motion back in February when I was punched in the head. And, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I basically I can talk more about that later, but I basically just showed up at the courthouse and was like, I need to file an emergency hearing. I went over to the 4th floor where I give my paper to the bailiff to take over to Judge Benoni. And I guess, I don't know why I went there. I guess because I've had other hearings in that court area, and when Gino and I were first going to court before we went before Judge Benoni, we would do everything over there on that 4th floor. And so, anyways, this lady helped me, and I don't recall filing it in the pathonetary office that day. I may have, but regardless, it got filed because I've seen both of my handwritten emergency hearings when I had a concussion, and they're in my file, is what I'm saying. And Judge Benoni has done handwritten motions as well, so it's not unacceptable. But then I met Attorney Jack, and he taught me the right way. He taught me the more proper way of how to do things and how things all function, which I can talk more about later. But one thing I want to say, never to wear to court, which as me as a person going to court as much as I do, not to say into the courthouse. I'll wear whatever to the courthouse, but to court. And I obviously have been to Judge Benoni's courtroom countless times. It kind of gets less important of what I wear. Yes, I do try to dress always presentable, nice, respectable, professional, all of those things. But if I just want to wear a long sweater and leggings, at this point, I feel like it's perfectly acceptable. But, you know, for other court hearings, now I used to have a very nice wardrobe before I went to jail of, you know, a variety of things I've collected through the years in my work life and whatever life. And I have been to court for different things through the years. And I've always felt like I dress professional and very well for court. And as many times as I've been to court, I've seen all kinds of people in court, and I would say that 90% of people do not dress right for court. Now, of course, most attorneys do, and but 90% of people going to court don't dress right for court, it seems, the people that I see. But the one thing I would say never to wear to court ever would be anything like with a skull on it, or like, you know, the skull shirts, which I feel like I shouldn't even have to tell anyone that. But, like, Attorney Jack told me that, like, one judge, like, that is actually in his courtroom rules, that if you wear, like, a skull shirt, like, goth or whatever, then, he'll be furious. So, never wear anything like that. No, I wouldn't wear anything with, like, words on it or writing. I would avoid tennis shoes, but we can talk more about that because I have wore tennis shoes to court, and my criminal attorney has wore tennis shoes to court, and I understand why attorneys who are working at the courthouse, running all around, or anyone working at the courthouse would want to wear tennis shoes. I feel like it's acceptable under certain circumstances, but if you're going to criminal court, I would not wear tennis shoes. If you're a man, you wear a suit, period. If you cannot afford a suit, you go to the Goodwill or somewhere like that, a secondhand store, and you find a suit. Now, maybe custody court, like, you know, I feel like Gino dresses fine for custody court, even when he's just wearing jeans and shoes and a nice shirt. He's fine. We're there all the time. But, like, if he was going to criminal court, I would think he would need to purchase a suit. He doesn't own one. If you can't afford one, like I said, I have bought suit jackets because I have lost a lot of my stuff, and I have not gone out and bought new court clothes, really, at all, other than at some second-hand stores. Women can find nice suit jackets and things at second-hand stores. I like to be comfortable, and I like to be prepared. But never wear that. Never wear anything like a woman above your knee, like Nothing short and not super high heels. Unless it's like, maybe like, if you're going to wear super high heels, I'd wear a long dress or pantsuit. But I would just avoid like super high heels. Neutral makeup, not a lot of makeup. No crazy nails. Just no crazy nails for criminal court. My nails, I change my nails up sometimes, and I'm in court a lot for custody, but I still, it's never been crazy. But no crazy nails. No cleavage. Haircut. Shave. They say white is good to wear. I don't always wear white. Now red, I know, is like a power color. Maybe an attorney should wear that splash of red. I try to avoid wearing red. However, I do have like a red striped dress, and I do wear it to wiretapping court. I have worn it to court because I'm low on clothes. But then I like to, to be comfortable and professional and myself. So I don't want to wear all red. So then I'll cover up with a sweater, a scarf to tone that down. Black leggings and like booty boots, just little shoes with a short heel, something simple. I used to have much nicer clothes. Laura did give me some suit jackets. I used to have very nice suits and things to wear to court, but I've lost my wardrobe. But even with limited money and limited clothing options, I still will be able to put something together professional and nice and presentable for court that is not going to come off offensive in any way. I was thinking of that song, Fancy Like Applebee's on a Date Night. So I feel like Applebee's is like totally acceptable. McDonald's, you're not going to want to dress at a McDonald's level for court. Applebee's is fine. It's basic. It's decent. It's not loud. You don't have to walk in as Monterey Bay to be presentable in court. Yes. So I did get some tips, which I was already pretty good at being presentable in court, but I did get some tips from Elizabeth Statlander, who stole my Yorkie Bell. She said that she used to work with police. Who knows? And she was telling me what to wear to court too, and how to do my makeup, which is basically how I was already doing it, but very minimal makeup. Simple, you just have like a simple black dress, that's what I used to wear. Just simple flat black shoes, maybe like a little white silk scarf. That sounds like a perfect, maybe like a little like professional backpack. That sounds like a perfect courtroom attire.